Due to our country's current situation, many teachers and students are participating in online teaching and learning. Now, the students' age level, as well as their technology abilities, can really be a big factor in how well this transition occurs. Currently, I am leading an online book club for early childhood. Since this is National Library Week, I thought this would be a great time to share with you some of the activities that we're doing. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Mary Ellen. I'm really happy that you decided to drop by my channel today. I'm hoping that you're able to utilize some of the activities that I go over with you today, either at home with your own children or while you're teaching your students online. Now, the first thing that I had to do when starting my online book club was decide what platform to use. And I did choose to go with Zoom. The reason for this is that the children were already very familiar with this platform, and Zoom is giving me an unlimited amount of time for my book club. Day one, I started out pretty simple. I just had the students talk a little bit about themselves and share some information with me. Then I turned the conversation towards our topic and what we were going to be learning about. The lesson or the book that I chose to focus on is something that I usually do in a classroom during winter time. However, it's very easy just to modify it to fit any time of year, and that is penguins. So I asked the students if they've ever seen a penguin, such as when they went to the zoo, or what they knew about penguins. Then I used the Penguins Through the Year. It's a scholastic I can read about science, and I love these books. I have a whole big set of them. There is so much information in here that it fits multiple age levels. I've even had my 5th graders use these when we were doing book buddies with pre-K, and my 5th graders learned a lot of information from them. So as we were reading through here, we of course paused, looked at pictures, and I asked them questions. And one thing that they learned was that penguins are from the southern hemisphere. So although we are currently in spring, for the penguins, it is fall time. Once we were done with our book, I then screen shared them just a little visual I had created about the months, the seasons for the southern hemisphere. Then we went on to one of our crafts. Again, this was done with multiple ages of early childhood, so I modified what their outcome was going to look like based on their ages. For the young ones, they just split it into 4 sections for the 4 different seasons, and then they drew a picture of what each season would look like. For the older ones, they again split it into the 4 seasons, and they wrote their spring, summer, fall, and winter, and they had to put what each month was in the southern hemisphere. So in spring, you had the September, October, and November, and then just the same thing with the other 3 seasons. Just to give you a better visual of what this would look like, I'm going to insert a picture here of a visual that was done in one of my actual classrooms. I had a group research and find the months in the southern hemisphere. Since this was done in person and with the same age level, I had a little bit more leeway to have them go forth and search it on their own. But this gives you a visual of one that a student did complete. Once the students were done with their visual of the southern hemisphere seasons, we then moved on to our next activity. I screen shared the Kid Zone Penguin Facts site. I showed them how to click on each different type of penguin, and then once they knew how to do that, they chose which penguin they wanted to look at. I had previously emailed each student a template of a penguin, so they were able to decorate it however they wanted to. Now that's all the younger students had to do. However, the older students needed to write which penguin it was decorated as, and then they could also choose a few facts to write about their penguin. Now, with this being virtual learning and the first day, it did take a little bit longer than it would in a normal classroom. However, it was a lot of fun. On day 2, I switched our focus over to Frog and Toad Are Friends, and we read the story Spring. The students were able to just very quickly tell me it's spring in our hemisphere, and they were excited about the book. Now, I did find some activity booklets online. One was advanced and one was easy, and I'll be sure and link those down in the description box below. And I just had the students complete page 1 of their perspective books. In the advanced booklet, the students had unscrambling the words and also a word search that related to frogs. In page 1 of the easy booklet, the students had to help the tadpole out of the maze, and then they also had to trace the letters F and T and the words frog and tadpole. I wanted to incorporate a little bit of math on this day, so I had my sister create some different bingo cards. We put the numbers 0 through 10 on them, and then I came up with some addition problems. The students who knew the answers to the addition problems told me the answers, and then everybody was able to put a smiley face in that little box area if they had the number. On day 3, I decided to record myself reading the story so that I could zoom in to the different pictures as I read the passages. Now, unfortunately, when I screen shared the video, it was a little bit choppy, so I just stopped it and then read it out loud. But this did work out for any students that maybe missed our story time. I could share it with them. Once we were done reading, the students then made anything they wanted to out of Legos. Then they had to make a story from their creation. Do expect this to take a little while because you want the students to be very creative, use as many Legos as they want to, or extra little pieces with their Legos, but you will get some very creative stories. I did not start the book club on a Monday, so I'll make sure that I continue the activities that we did in another video. However, I wanted to show you one more thing, and that is a frog and toad review chart. It's a great way to look at the characters, setting, problem, and solution after each story, and I did get this from the Frank Publications Frog and Toad. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, give my video a thumbs up, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on our other activities. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to be proud of your work, productive in your day, and positively joyful.